It's time for another tournament in a tea break here at the ATP Finals. My name is Ros Satar.
And I'm Ricky Dimon.
And we've gotten to the end of day two relatively unscathed, I think. Let's start with, basically, I think if you had a 0-5 head-to-head, today was your day.
Exactly, that's right. I didn't even think about that. God, both of the guys who trailed 0-5 won.
Let's start with what everybody hoped was going to be a needle match between Stefanos Tsitsipas and Daniil Medvedev. Medvedev, I think, arguably the man of the latter half of the season.
Definitely.
Just that incredible run, not necessarily unbeaten, but final after final after final. And then Tsitsipas, who I think it's fair to say started the year really well, and then sort of from Wimbledon, US Open, kind of went up and down, tailed off a little bit.
Yeah, he didn't win a match at either Wimbledon or the US
No,
Open.
exactly. Much was sort of much expectation was put on his shoulders that he was probably going to be, this was going to be his year. Very competitive match, very tight match.
Yeah, it was.
Just marginal, just very, very, very marginal.
Which has been the case at times, even though Medvedev had won all of them. They had some pretty close ones,
in fact,
and obviously some heated ones.
Yeah, well, the heated stuff came in their first ever match in Miami,
right? Yeah.
And that was like last year, so it's festered.
Right, they've never gotten over it, and probably never will, even though they really haven't had too many incidents since then. A lot of people keep talking about it.
It's just they are very cold. I mean, they're going to get to the stage where they're just fed up a bit. But I was surprised. I thought Medvedev was probably going to, maybe have a little bit more aggression for Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas can sometimes overpress and push, but he just had had everything together today.
Yeah, he was definitely being the more aggressive player. He came into net a bunch of times.
He did.
Usually pretty effectively.
Yeah.
He's always been a great volleyer.
Yeah, he's got a good all-court game. It's just, I think sometimes he rushes. He's like Monfils, but without the broken bones.
Right.
In that he does like crowd-pleasing, flashy shots.
Yeah.
And in doing so, probably pushes his unforced error envelope. But
today,
very contained, very compact.
Right. Yeah. He came in at the right times, which he doesn't always do. Obviously, it was inspired. There's no one he likes to beat more than, or nobody he wants to beat more than Medvedev. But yeah, he was just. Medvedev in his press conference said that he played well, and I agree. Medvedev played fine, and he just got beaten by the better player.
So Medvedev will face.
Yeah.
Oh God, the hilarity. So we had Nadal, who everybody knows is going to be coming up a little bit short. Hasn't played a full match since the US Open. Since winning the US Open, his record here: 15 qualifications, only 8 appearances. Zverev, for me, came out absolutely firing, really, really motivated. It's the kind of play that we want to see from him on the tour, not just at the end of the season. Yeah,
I feel like, in a sense, Zverev probably smelled blood in the water, kind of. Like, he's been playing well, and he was also additionally confident because he knew that Nadal was probably going to be not at his best.
Yeah.
So he came out, I think, with a lot of confidence. Plus, he won this tournament last year, so how can you not be confident coming back this time? And he hit some ridiculous forehands today.
No.
Obviously, his backhand's the more reliable shot, but he hit some on-the-run forehands that were ridiculous.
And his forehand is so disguisable. You have no idea where that thing's going to end up going. It's he's a lot like Medvedev in that way, in that he's got that kind of. Hangs back till the last possible minute and then swipes at it, and you've got no idea where that thing's going to go.
Right, yeah, Nadal was like shell-shocked.
Yeah.
And then some of them were on some big points, like some 38, some 30 all.
Well, when Zverev went on that run of 6 games in a row, I think that probably was the straw that broke the camel's back. All he needed was that single advantage at the beginning of the second set to hold on to.
Right.
And even if Nadal got himself back in, which he did, there was no way that he was going to sort of dig into that.
Yeah, that's right. He won from 2-2 in the first set to 2-0 in the second. He won 6 games in a row. And then the only opening he gave Nadal was when he started that one game in the second set double faulting like in the bottom of the net twice in a row to get down love 30. But then he just came out and won the next 4 points in a row to hold. What did you think about the serve gun? Zverev was hitting like consistently in the 140s, which seemed a little bit weird to me.
Yeah, either that gun's not calibrated right, or all of a sudden developed.
I mean, he has a big serve, but like normally it's in like the 130 to 135
yeah,
range.
It's an efficient serve, but I mean, I suppose you've got to account for the fact that stuff is coming flying off this off this court as well. But yeah, I looked at something there was one like 147 mile an hour.
Right. I mean, either way, he served great, 11 aces and only those 2 doubles in that one game. So he was definitely serving well, but I was surprised at the consistency of the speed.
So we've had 2 shocks in 2 days. So what are we expecting on day 2, 3?
I mean, I think Fed and Bertini is probably going to be pretty routine, don't you think?
I would really hope so, but this. I don't know. Is this too quick for Bertini? Because this should suit him.
It should, yeah.
But it did.
But I mean, they played each other at Wimbledon, which is, I mean, grass is pretty slick, and Federer beat him 1, 2, and 2.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be quite that bad, but
no. How many games did you give Bertini?
I mean, I think if he plays pretty well, it'll be like 3 and 4.
Okay, that seems fair.
But I think he'll have to play pretty well to do that.
Yeah.
Like based on how they both played on Sunday, Federer really didn't play that bad against Thiem. Thiem was awesome.
Yeah.
And Djokovic was really good too, but Berrettini did not play well.
No.
So he's gonna have, and I think he will play better because obviously your first match at the biggest stage.
Yeah.
Not quite the biggest stage in the world, but one of the biggest stages in the world is going to be tough. I think with a match under his belt, he'll probably play better.
Okay, so we think Federer for the win.
3 and 4.
Yeah, I'd say
something like that.
And then, well, I mean, Djokovic and Thiem is a whole other kettle of fish, really. I would give it to Djokovic, but in 3.
Yeah.
I think Thiem is playing some inspired tennis. I think he's discovered a love of other surfaces that aren't red and crushed brick. And about time too, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be an absolute corker of a night match.
Yeah, and Thiem is definitely one of those guys who doesn't have any fear against the big 3.
No. I mean,
he leads Fed 5-2 now, and he's won 3 of the last 4 against Joker.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this at dinner. That I think the big difference between eras past, like the Nishikoris, and maybe even the Andersons and the other people that have been here in the past, they've had a reverence for the big 3 that has stood in their way, whereas these guys have all beaten them.
Yeah.
And they don't care.
Medvedev, Tsitsipas, Zverev. Yeah, they're not.
And they're not.
They're not going
to
to shy
away. The only one
away.
I would say is probably going to be a bit tentative and a bit starstruck is Bertini.
Right.
So yeah, I think we could actually be in for a really good tournament, a really good season ender.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, like you said, those 3 guys, they're not like the Bertiches and the Ciliches of the world who had so much scar tissue against the top. And I mean, it's been, most of the matches have been pretty routine so far, but they'll pick it up, I think.
I think so. But so are we united in our picks then, Federer and Djokovic?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Djokovic in straight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a competitive straight.
So like a 7-5, 7-6 type deal.
Yeah, he's 3-0 against Thiem on hard courts. So I just think on this surface, even though as you said, Thiem is definitely improved on these surfaces, I'm still giving the edge to Joker without losing a set.
Okay.
But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very good points.
I think what I'll do is I'm going to go back and see what we said yesterday. Although I think yesterday we were particularly compos mentis, and today, and we'll have a little running tally.
Oh gosh, today I was not good. I had Medvedev in 2 and Nadal in 3.
So did I, actually. To be fair, no, I think I had Zverev in 3, but I had Medvedev for sure. So yeah, I'll go back and work out what our things are.
Yeah.
But we'll call it short there because an early night is a rarity over here. You have, of course, been listening to Ros Satar
And Ricky Dimon.
And we'll see you tomorrow.